tell me what Pysanky is exactly?
Yeah, so Pysanky, it's a Ukrainian style of Easter egg decorating. I've got a few here. They're each very unique. They have different symbols and different colors, and they all mean different things. Some of the symbols mean faith or fertility, good harvest, humility. And you can look online for, there's so many symbols now, so many different meanings. How they're made, you can take a traditional chicken egg or a duck egg or goose egg, and you use these little tools called kiskas, and you heat them up over the flame of a candle, and you use little tiny bits of wax. It's a batik style, but you hold them up and then you can just kind of smear the hot wax across the egg, and you use a bunch of different dyes. So you use in a series. What else would you like to know about Pysanky?
So where did they originate from?
So they originated from Ukraine. They're very popular in Eastern and Central Europe. But now they're really, I mean, people from all over the world decorate them as a hobby.
Is it an old art?
Yeah, it's over 2,000 years old.
So how did you get into Pysanky egg creation?
Yeah, so during my undergrad at the Evergreen State College in Washington, it was offered as a workshop. It was optional. I was studying Russian studies, Eastern European and Central Asian studies, and I just took to it. I came in, it was on a Saturday just for a few hours. We found like my very first egg. It was a chicken egg, and it took me 4 hours to complete it. Over time, I got my completion time down to maybe 2 hours, but obviously like the more complicated the design, the longer it takes to complete an egg.
So what do you actually like about it?
I find it's very interesting to research the different designs that are involved in Pysanky. It's also just really relaxing. It's a very artistic craft, and the results, as you can see, are really beautiful.
Yeah, they are. So I see you've got a couple of books there. What are those for?
Yeah, so these are templates for beginners who are first getting used to Pysanky. Some of these templates can be more daunting than others, but as you progress and get better at Pysanky, you'll be able to pick up more complicated designs. This egg in particular, it's just 4 colors, but then when you move on maybe to this egg right here, you can get up to 12 colors, and the designs get a lot more intricate.
Great. So this is really exciting, but how much does all this cost to set up?
Yeah, it's very inexpensive considering you're just using chicken eggs, right? And that's really the best way to start. A goose egg might run you like $5 online. These little bits of wax, you can use squares of black wax or beige wax, maybe $3 a piece. String wax, you can get a whole pack of them. It's called strip wax for $10. Obviously, tea candles are very cheap. The kiskas, they sell them, these are kind of medium grade kiskas. They sell them for maybe $5 a piece, $10 a piece, and if you get an electric one, you can pay maybe $20 a piece. But they come in different sizes. So as you heat the kiska over the candle, there's a little tiny hole right there that the wax drips out of. And some of them will have a very, very fine hole for the wax to drip out of. Some of them will have a medium hole to a large or extra large for the wax to come out and decorate your egg.
Wonderful. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about some of the eggs that you've done?
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite eggs. It's a goose egg, and it has primarily, like, it has these very intricate designs that go around the entire egg. And the symbols, I mean, we have the ivy for eternity, we have the poppies for fertility, we have the wheat for a good harvest. And then there's just lots of decorative designs in there as well as the quilted pattern, which you'll see on a lot of blankets actually and quilts that are handmade in Eastern Europe. Here's another one of my favorite eggs. This one, it also has a lot of patchwork, and it has the lattice for infinity. It has the cross on it as a symbol of faith, both front and back in traditional method of decorating your eggs. A lot of intricate detail on that one.
Thank you.
This one has rotating flowers and lattice on it. It has a very fine weave of wheat, again for good harvest and fertility. And the flowers typically symbolize femininity, fertility, and beauty.
Beautiful.
This one is kind of a starburst. I'll show you different starbursts in different videos, but it's, you know, just more Ukrainian symbology. There's more wheat on that one, again for harvest, but generally the stars and the patchwork also symbolize good luck. And this one is one of my favorites that I spent probably the most time on. It's another goose egg, and it just has a lot of intricate detail of a lot of lattice, stars, patterns, patchwork. There's a lot of meaning wrapped up in the symbology of this particular egg.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And if you'd like to check out this one, very, very fine woven wheat again. I use different colors in this one. I don't normally use a lot of blue when I decorate Pysanky, but I did a light blue and a dark blue, and this one has flowers on the top and the bottom. And again, more lattice work along the sides. Do you want to see the broken one up close?
I'd like to see the blue one.
Okay. The blue one is another starburst design on a chicken egg. Lots of different blues. And I'll show you, you really only need a couple kinds of blue dye because there's different rinsing processes. If you use a dark blue, you can rinse it to a light blue. If you use a navy blue, you can darken it with a black. So you can really achieve a lot of different colors with just a couple of different dyes.
And I guess we can see the broken one if you like.
Okay. And again, this is my broken one, which had a lot of cool symbolism go into it. But yeah, that was a goose egg at one point.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess we'll learn to be really careful with our delicate eggs.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So it doesn't sound too expensive to get going.
No, not at all.
These look like they'd be great holiday gifts.
Yeah. Yeah. You can, if you wanted to, like put just a little bit of glue on top and a hanger and hang them as an ornament. There's lots of pictures online of people that do that for their Christmas trees.
Great. So, so what can we expect to see in your upcoming video series?
So in my upcoming video series, I'm going to be teaching you how to make Pysanky from start to finish. We'll go through the different stages where you start with a single egg. We'll just do a few basic jaunts with our tool. Then we'll dip in our first series of dyes, which is usually the yellow dye. So you'll want to have a lot of mason jars for your dyes and label them so that they have so that they're identified. I have about 18, 20 colors right now. So I have a lot of different mason jars. In those videos, I'll show you the differences between the different kiskas. And we'll go all the way to the final part where you blow out the egg yolk, which is, I use one of these egg blower tools. So you make a little hole in the egg and pop this in and pump it out. But yeah, we'll go all the way from chicken egg to glaze, and I'll show you how to complete a Pysanky.
Excellent. Is it challenging to do? Are they very fragile?
Yeah, I've had many accidents where I can be going for a couple hours on one egg, and then you just drop it 4 inches and you're done. This is an example of an egg that fell just a few inches. It was really lovely, but as you can see, it's destroyed. And I spent a lot of time on that egg.
Oh no, that's really sad. Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll see you in the next video.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interested, please hit the like button or subscribe for more videos. Have a great day.